Salutations, everybody. Hello. I know I haven't uploaded in a long ass time. It's because I have had a very busy week again. Yes, I have a life outside of everything, surprisingly. But I am now back and ready to play more Scarlet Hollow. And, you know, I was thinking I wouldn't do another Scarlet Hollow episode until, like, tomorrow, maybe. But then I was like, these 4 days without playing the game, I have been driven mad. And I really need to know what happened to the story with you guys, so I'm really pumped for this one, as I was the last episode. You know, I don't really want to talk too much. I just want to get right into it. So salutation, let's fucking go. All right, good morning, rise and shine, everybody. It's a brand new day in this freaky ass town. Sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estates as the dull aches of last night's activities throb in and out of focus. You managed to survive the second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. Yeah, I did. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the shaman mine still stuck to your skin. You know, take a shower? Yeah, there we go, take a shower. I don't really know if this is like, oh, you step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. I should have cleaned this, right? The water is hot, and surprisingly enough, clean. Esteem, you know what this reminds me of? That scene in Coraline where her dad was like, explore the house, and she had that like shower scene. There were like a bunch of bunks in the shower. Anyway, as steam fills your lungs and soot washes down the drain, you think about Duke, scrub feverishly, think about Sybil's warning, think about Wayne, think about someone special. I'm thinking of a lot of things when I'm in the shower. That or nothing at all. I don't really like to shower in silence because I don't like to have thoughts. I usually am listening to music, though. That is 100% a guarantee whenever I'm showering. So I guess I'm gonna scrub ferociously, trying as much to scrape the memories from your skin as though they're a part of the physical dirt that coats you. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Wash away your sins. I have way too many to wash away. Time to start your day. Let's check on the opossum. Opossums! There are 2 of them now. Wave at them. Wave down at the opossums. They look up at you. Please get out of my dresser. Pet them. Against your better judgment, you reach out to the opossum's hand outstretched. Oh well, it was worth a shot. Maybe now they'll leave your dresser and return to nature where they belong. Look out the window again. You hold your breath and approach the bedroom window. After finding that footprint and viscera in the garden yesterday, you can't help but anticipate something staring back at you. It's the same view. Turn back. Okay, well, nothing special today. Okay. You turn back to the guest room. Let's message your group chat with Sel and Kanika. You pull out your phone and open up your group chat with Sel and Kanika. Morning, how are you guys holding up? Last night was terrible. What's the game plan? Can't wait. 2 ghost spots tonight. I get to meet Reese today! Send a photo of a pained old man. Morning, how are you guys holding up? It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Text Stella. I don't know. You pull out your phone to text Stella. Whoa! That's an option? Imagine you're just like a selfie. You're like thinking about you. Sorry. I'm gonna text that. I'm curious what's gonna happen. It'll probably be. Okay. Can I text Kanika too? Hey, beautiful. I'm gonna say hey, beautiful. I'm sorry. Let's just see where this goes. Check the closet, I guess. Every time you see that doll, your heart skips a beat. It hasn't moved, right? Doesn't look like it has. Turn back. That's enough of this closet. You turn back to the guest room. Let's head downstairs. You've done everything you wanted to up here. It's time to start your day. Let's go. It's a brand new day. Keeping your option. Oh, it's Janie, isn't it? You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Frou-Frou glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-haired woman busies herself trying to tidy as best as she can. Tabitha's eyes dart to the corner of the room, almost as if she's ashamed of being caught in the act of stress eating ice cream for breakfast. Hello? Good morning, I'm Janie. Just here to do my little weekly cleaning. Whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do, at least. I could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okie dokie. It's so nice to finally meet you, son. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner, Janie. But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are 2 completely different things, I suppose. Thanks. All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy part of the family. Here. Oh, I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha company. What with everything that's Janie. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. Oh, are we having ice cream for breakfast? I'll have no sass from you today. There was a massive mine collapse last night that almost got my cousin killed. So I'm under a lot of stress right now, in case you hadn't put that together. And there's no we here. This stuff is way too hard to hold. Whoa. This stuff is way too hard to get a hold of for me to share. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to you with a trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've had an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible has wound up happening. So you're coming with me. Okay, you're dragging me. I'm a grown-ass adult. Hello? Yay, cousin bonding time. If that's what gets you to come along, sure, whatever. Cousin bonding time. Janie, lock up when you leave, please, and don't go rearranging anything. I'll know. As you ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. She's pretty. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Sam, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry you got caught up in that. You two did right by those kids, though. What a blessing. Everyone getting out of that situation all right. Thanks. Last night was a lot. You should get out of town. I'd love to chat, but I'd hate to interrupt your work. I'm in town for another few days, though, if you've got time. Of course. Feel free to swing by the church any old time. Daniel and I are always there, except when I'm working, of course, but Daniel's usually there regardless. All right, let's go. Bye, Janie. Be safe out there, you two. No, I don't really mind going with Tabitha. It's just like the fact that I'm going out of my will. You and Tabitha walk through the doors of the estate into her car. The ride to town is uneventful. Your cousin's unsurprisingly more focused on the road than on making conversation. Alright, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. What are we doing at the general store? Picking up tea from Sybil. Oh, I gotcha. We're picking up tea. Yeah, picking up tea. Why are you saying it all weird? It's okay. Wait. No way. With the way she actually definitely does not smoke, okay? Let me tell you one thing for sure. She definitely needs one, but she does not have one. Oh my god, I want to say this, or wink at her, or either say this, just to fuck with her. Listen. If you have a relative of any kind, which I hope that you do, you know how fun it is to mess with them. It's okay, Tabitha. You can tell me if Sybil's your dealer. Did you think I was taking you with me to buy drugs? I'm picking up normal tea for drinking. Wink. Sure you are. You wink at your cousin. Her face tightens into an all familiar scowl. After everything that's happened the past 2 days, yeah. It's nice to just go and do an errand. Exactly. You and Tabitha turn as the doors of the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you never would have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Ugh, other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. You sure? Yeah, that's great advice coming from you, because you always look happy. I'm glad she's finally letting loose. She's been so measured since I've met her. Maybe her family was not taking advantage of her. Her family's taking advantage of her because she lets them, not because she's normally measured and composed. A display like this means nothing if she's still here next year, and yet again the year after that. If anything, it just tightens the ties that bind her here. I have not talked this Tabitha this much in the last episode. Episode 2, she was not in that episode as much. Okay. I think you're only really saying that because you want to leave, so why are you still here? Haven't we been over this already? I have responsibilities. If I'm not here, if I don't do my job, all of these lives are effectively over. Come on already, let's go. Let's pick up our tea. Wink, wink. The bells of the general store. It must be awkward walking into a store after a fight. Chime as you cross the threshold. The smell of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning is the new blend ready? Of course. San, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I'll just be a minute. I can't believe you tried to tell me you weren't here to buy drugs. Oh, she most certainly is. Didn't you know there's no better place in Scarlet Hollow to stock up on the devil's lettuce than my little old tea shop? What? I am not some kind of stoner. Ugh, you know what? It doesn't matter. Think what you will. You were definitely not a stoner, though. I'm just pulling your leg, dear. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow, and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with the tinkling of the bells. Try to listen in. Find a subtle spot near the door and listen in. The walls to the tea room are surprisingly thick, and you can only make... I don't really think this conversation is going to be that interesting, but I'm also very nosy. So, and you can only make snippets. Oh, I know it. Longer, short notice aren't easy to come by. Is there enough? Just fine. Make sure this is all. Not keeping it. You only have one. Plenty of times. Oh. Your listening session is halted as the tinkling of the bells announce another patron. Thank God. Oh, excuse me. Wait, your son, aren't you? My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. Mrs. Forsyth called me on the phone and told me you saw what happened to my daddy. I could have saved him. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's okay. My daddy used to say I'm as strong as they come, but I still get scared sometimes out in the woods. I'm sure you did the best you could. Mom was pretty broken up about it. I'm trying to hold it together since I'm the man of the house now, but it ain't easy. Me and him was supposed to bring Betty to the state fair this week, but now he's gone. And as of the morning, so is she. So I suppose if I'm going to the fair, I may as well make myself useful and get out in the woods to look for what's left of my daddy. I do not think you want to see his corpse. You was there, right? Could you tell me where to look so I can try to find him? Is Big Betty one of your chickens? Dangerous out there. If you're scared of the woods, you can go up there. I don't think you want to see him like that. Your dad was killed by ditchlings. They're the monsters that show up when something bad is going to happen, and they're the things that have been stealing your chickens. Mrs. Forsyth said something like that on the phone. I ain't never heard of a ditchling before, but whatever they are, they won't stop me from trying to find my daddy. Okay, you know what? I'll just tell him. He died on the northwest edge of town off the Asagina Trail. You would not have been able to get this info out of me because I'm terrible with navigation. Thank you, son. I appreciate you trying to help us out. I don't rest easy knowing he's out there somewhere all by his lonesome. And I mean, he probably wants to, like, bury him or something, which is, you know, very fair. I'm only just thinking from the perspective of trying to protect him because it is still his father. And seeing any loved one like that is bound to fuck you up. Understandably so. I need some water. You know, it's a Scarlet Hollow episode that I'm drinking water because there's so much dialogue, which is... I enjoy it, but it is a lot. And please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god, hey, I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast. Meet at the library after, figure out plan. And then it buzzes again. Hey again, lol, I've been thinking about you too if you want to come over for breakfast. And then it buzzes yet again. Someone was busy this morning. So heading into DMs, are we? If you want to hang out for the library thing, I'm parked in the abandoned lot by the gas station. It's hard to miss. Damn, it's hard to pick. That's how you pause it. This is Isaac's from the mind. Oh! Wait, there's 3 choices. I can't pick, but I really want to find out more, but I really want to hang out with... You gave me your number yesterday. I'm up behind the diner if you want to talk. You have plenty of time for dinner at Reese's house. Is it diner or dinner? Meet up with Isaac's. Go after... Oh, fuck you. I hate you. Meet up with Isaac's. Probably have time to slip off and hear what Isaac has to say before Tabitha even knows that you're gone. Maybe you could have lied to Miles. Maybe we should have told Miles, like, hey, I'm going to pop by the bathroom or something. You hold the bells on the door to the general store, quieting them while you make a silent exit. Okay. You find Isaac smoking out by the dumpsters behind Minnie's diner. It's pretty close. I thought you weren't going to show. Here I am. I don't have a lot of time. What do you want to tell me? Good, I don't have a lot of time either, especially to spend talking to you. I put two and two together. I know you're related to the boss, and the other guys are all riled up. They're talking action. If they saw me here with you, they'd think I was some kind of scab. But none of them will listen to me, especially now. They've all got bigger things to worry about than a single missing miner. I haven't forgotten about him, though. Anything you want to know, just ask. What kind of action are people talking? Isaac glances around nervously. They're talking about a Strack, but you didn't hear it from me. Oh my god! So Tabitha was dating an employee? Yeah, wasn't the first time either. I knew some of the other fellas she dated, and that they said she was the coldest one. Okay, she might be the most toxic people you ever met when you want to date her, because dating someone, like, for real, takes a lot of vulnerability. That's not her forte. Had a habit of dropping him a few months before picking up the next poor son of a bitch who fell for her wiles. What wiles? I guess us cold boys are pretty desperate, especially when a woman of means like that approaches you. You never know if you're gonna be the one who lucks out and locks down that old family. Oh, okay, I guess the appeal now. Guess Wayne wasn't lucky. I told you yesterday that your friend isn't missing. But why wouldn't he come tell me he's alright? Where is he saying? Why is he hiding from everybody? It just doesn't sound like him. I'm not sure the man you think is Wayne is really him. He's all goopy now. I think there's something wrong with him. Something medical. Goopy? Jesus, I hope he's getting treatment. Maybe that's why he's been distant. Why would he be following me? Do you think Tabitha did? I don't think she did. Maybe. Yes, I do. That or maybe Perlane. I don't know what it would be, but something happened up at that house. The week it went down, everyone was so up in arms about Miss Perlane's death, almost nobody cared about the fact that some transplant minor had gone missing. Do you think there might be a connection? What, like he has something to do with her death? No, absolutely not. Heard it was natural causes, died in her sleep. She was old and a smoker. Figured her lungs finally gave up on her. Okay, you say that while you're holding a cigarette. If anybody did anything, it was our family doing something to him. What was he like? He was a lighthearted kind of guy, always joking around on the job. Amazing fellow to grab beers with, not keen on doing hard work, so it wasn't too strange when he barely picked up any shifts once that relationship started. I'm sure he saw her as a bit of a meal ticket, so maybe he wasn't too smart. But he was a good friend. Closest one I had. Why would he be following me? Damn it if I know. I don't even know you exist until yesterday. I suppose Tabitha could have told him about you, so maybe he's trying to get to someone close to his ex. Seems like a pathetic move to me, but relationships change people. Maybe even a man like Wayne can be broken by someone like her. Did something happen to him at the mines? Find any weird stuff? Uncover anything that wasn't meant to be uncovered? No, I don't think so. The shifts he was picking up were all above ground, mostly operating machinery. Pretty cushy stuff, to be honest. Isaac sighs, taking one last long drag of a cigarette. I appreciate you coming by to talk. I can't say I'm happy with what you've told me, but I'm glad somebody's looking into this. Seems like everybody else is perfectly happy to sweep it under the rug. Isaac tosses his cigarette, but you better put that out. It goes without saying that you'd better not go tell anyone we talked. And if you see him, or whoever it is pretending to be him, tell him his buddy's word about him, alright? He appears from the shadows. Isaac's heads back inside and you find yourself alone again. Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. But at the same time, she's gonna ask, and he's probably gonna see Isaac's contact in my phone. Guessing by stealth. I don't know what my priority is. It's really hard. I don't know. I do want to get to Tabitha's good side. I should have listed one of my goals, or my goals in general for this, but I do want to get on Tabitha's good side. I really do actually, and I want to know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Maybe we could go to the general store and then talk to her. I don't know. We're gonna see her in 5 steps from here probably. I'm gonna text her. Pull out your phone and send Tabitha a warning text about the strike. Are you serious? On top of everything else I have to deal with. Who told you? Where even are you? Wait, is this the prank? Did Stella put you up to this? Wait, she texts with a U? I'm surprised she doesn't use proper capitalization with a period at the end. You were taking too long. I went exploring. Fine. Thanks for telling me. Good to know where you lured to, Sai. Ooh, I was hoping we'd get to spend a little time together this morning, but I have to stay ahead of this. See you after work. Stay out of trouble. Wait, she wanted to hang out with us? I hate you. It doesn't take long to make your way to Stella's house. Hi. Hi, Stella! What the fuck? Knock on the door. Knock again, louder this time. Your renewed effort is immediately met by the sound of an excited Gretchen. Oh, hey! Okay. An exhausted Stella groggily stares at you from her doorway. Hey, sorry I'm a bit of a mess. I guess I slept in a lot. Give me a minute to finish getting dressed and I can make us some breakfast. Oh, she has a cute house. Stella talks from the other room as she changes. What are you feeling for breakfast? Pancakes, eggs, and biscuits? Maybe just classic scramble? I also have toaster waffles if that's more your speed. Pancakes, gal. I would say scramble. Definitely. Who knows how long it'll take us to bust Oscar's ghost tonight. We'll need all the protein we can get to sustain ourselves. We can even make them together. Whoa. Alright, let's get started. Cute jumpsuit. You look great. Yeah? I'd be lying if I said I didn't pick it out just for you. This used to be my lucky get-up from back when I did ghosting videos. Though I guess you might call it unlucky since I've actually never seen a ghost. But hey, after the past couple of nights, maybe we could use a bit of bad luck. The kind of bad luck where we don't find anything, of course. Don't want to jinx us. Should we start on food? I'm starving. Yeah, so how do you not know how to make scrambled eggs? I know I know there are a ton of methods for making a good scramble. Like, sure, some folks like to crack the eggs right into the pan, but I like to... Yeah, I don't crack my eggs into the pan, but I always like to have all my components lined up before turning the heat on. Me too, girl. So I mix the eggs in a bowl with milk and seasonings, like my forefathers taught me. If you want to chop up some extras to throw in, I've got some fun options. What are the fun options? Stella lays out a spread of ingredients: mushrooms, bell peppers, onion, garlic, sausage links, and bacon. Oh, you know what? I don't really know what I want. Plain old regular scramble. Wait, no, why did I click that? I thought oh, never mind. Anyway, seems like you got an earlier start than I did today. Anything interesting happened while I was asleep? Did Tabby give you a hard time? I caught up with Isaac before coming here. That miner from yesterday? That was a good call. He seemed like he had something he wanted to say. The miners are going on strike. Sounds like the collapse yesterday was the last straw. Whoa, that sort of thing hasn't happened here in like 100 years. Good for them. But also, yeah, on this of all weeks, I wonder how Tabby's taking it. I hope they take her. I don't think that. Yeah, it's like her whole world is coming down around her. Yeah, I'm glad folks are sticking up for themselves, but it's hard for me to not think about what she's going through. He thinks Tabitha or Perlane did something to Wayne. Maybe he is a ghost. No, Tabby doesn't have it in her to kill someone. She's not that kind of person. Perlane, though. Whoever we've been calling Wayne sounds so different from the person Isaacs knew. It's hard to think of the guy as a drinking buddy with a sense of humor. I don't know what to make of that, to be honest. I have to imagine I'd lose my winning charm if whatever happened to him. Estelle pauses and shudders. Best not to think about it. That's pretty much it. Cool, thanks for the update. Did I miss anything else this morning? I met Beau at the general store this morning. That poor guy. How's he doing? Apparently Big Betty's gone missing. Really? How does a 2,000-pound pumpkin just disappear? Other than that, it seems like he's hanging in there. Estelle says nothing in response. Not a whole lot has really happened after that, other than that. Well, no news is probably good news, right? Are you pumped for the ghost hunting tonight? Whoa. As long as it's with you, I'm down for anything. Honestly, same. It's hard to believe we only know. It's hard to believe we've only known each other for a couple days. And hey, if this is anything like any other ghost hunt I've ever been on, it'll be much appreciated breather. Unless you count Tommy Knockers as ghosts. Or Wayne. It's probably time to start the first round of ingredients. He leans over and looks at your empty setting. Plain old scrambled eggs works for me. I'm a loser. Why did I pick that? I don't like plain old well, I do, but like I prefer having stuff in it. Stella turns back to the stove, the aroma of cooking eggs filling the air. Thanks for coming over, by the way. It gets lonely here sometimes. She's blushing. Tabitha. I'm sorry Tabitha's kind of a jerk to you. What do you so bother with Tabitha? She's so mean to you. Why do you keep harassing my cousin? I do not want to say that. You oh my god. My character has the biggest pair of balls I've ever seen in my entire life. But this is exactly what I am thinking. Haha, is that obvious? What? I guess you could say we kinda dated. I'm so glad I decided to go back to Scarlet Hollow. Let's go, you guys! It was never really official, and she might tell it a little differently, but as far as I'm concerned, that was my first relationship. Not that she's my type or anything. Honestly, that's a lot closer to you. Do you still have feelings for her? Huh, in case I haven't made it blatantly obvious, oh! Interested in someone. I shouldn't have romanced her. I feel bad now. If you're talking about who I think you're thinking about, I'm sure the fate's mutual. Don't play dumb. I'm gonna say this line because it's so stupid. So, play for left field then. Maybe more like center? And then to all kinds of people if that's what you're asking. Okay, T. Interested in someone else? If you're talking about who I think you're talking about, I'm sure the feeling's mutual. Oh yeah? Well, if that's the case, maybe I'll have to make a move soon before someone else snatches her up. What was it like, dating her? She's hilarious. And I don't know, it's hard to explain what draws you to somebody. I like the challenge of breaking down all the walls she'd built up around herself. It was kind of like taming a wild animal, you know? So, okay. So. Okay. Whew, alright. You didn't know I really liked them. But it all just kind of stopped after high school. I guess we didn't see each other every day, and she was always busy at the mine, so there wasn't much of a chance to hang out anymore. I wish we could have stayed friends, like actual friends. I could have used someone like her after the big accident. Kanika was at school already, Reese was sick, and Tabitha wouldn't even return my calls. It was, well, it's ancient history. Can't change the past. You and Kanika seem really close. Yeah, it's nice that she's back in town, but I wish it were under better circumstances. She's so busy with the store, too. I don't know how she does it. It's been nice hanging out with her more the past couple of days. Though, again, better circumstances would be nice. I wish I didn't romance Stella, though. Can I, like, not... Can I unromance her? Because I want her to be with Tabitha. I'm gonna meet Reese today, right? If you're lonely, why hang out with Avery? Why not hang out with Avery? Do you ever hang out with Avery? How's the food coming? Can you tell me what happened to your parents? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Died in a car crash. They were taking me to college. I, didn't wind up going. Not much more to be said. Must have been awful. Stella's shoulders dropped. Yeah, it was. It was scary. But it's over now, and there's nothing I can do about any of it. Can we talk about something else? So we're actually gonna meet Reese today, right? Heck yeah, we are. Dr. Kelly tries to turn us away again, we can just sneak in. I'm scared of you just lifting this patch up like that. Nothing will stand in the way of us in friendship. What's he like? I'm not about to ruin a cool, mysterious introduction by telling you. I think you like him, though. Are you sure he's real? At the very least, he was real for most of his childhood. And if he's a ghost now, that's even better. You can tell us what being a ghost is like. You think it's contagious? I really don't like his mom. His mom got it rough. Yeah, I can't imagine being in his shoes. Her whole life is taking care of him at this point, you know? You think he's contagious? Nah, whatever he's sick with has gotta be a Reese thing. His mom isn't sick. And I've seen him a couple times in as many years, and I'm totally fine. You ever hang out with Avery? Oh, that's a good question. I guess I just don't know them very well. I grew up with Reese and Kanika and Tabby. Even you don't seem like a stranger, what with who you're related to. Avery moved here a few years ago, kind of close on the heels of all that stuff with the accident. Kind of close on the heels of all that stuff with the accident, so I guess I wasn't really in the right headspace for making new friends. I do go to their parties, but now that you mention it, it is weird that I haven't thought to try and hang out with them more outside of that. I should text them sometime. I should read properly sometime. Do you think you'll always live here? Have you ever thought of moving away? It's hard to say. This house means a lot to me, this town means a lot to me, and I haven't had to think about where to live or where to go. But I guess I could see myself leaving for the right reasons, or for the right person. How's the food coming? Funny you should ask, looks like we're done here. It took you that long to scramble eggs. And with that, breakfast is served. Hope you're hungry. For nothing. I'm kidding. I'm so glad you came over today. I've been having a little bit of a hard time sleeping the past couple nights. I'm sure you can relate. I think I needed a nice, slow morning like this, just hanging out with you. As you and Stella start to dig in, you're interrupted by a phone alarm sounding off. Oh shoot, I almost forgot. It's Mayor Jimmy Day. On top of being a great show, it's probably a good excuse to meet up with Oscar and start talking ghosts. Gretchen barks at the mention of Mayor Jimmy. Who's Mayor Jimmy? You should let Avery know. Yeah, you're right. I don't know if they have work today, but I shouldn't keep giving myself reasons not to reach out to them. Let's finish up and head on over. I'll make sure to bring some biscuits for the mayor. Mayor Jimmy Day. Southern hospitality. You and Stella make your way to the library. It's busier than usual. A small crowd has already formed in the corner of the main foyer. Hopefully everyone else will get here soon. Hey, came over as soon as I got your message. Had no idea this was going on today. Thanks so much for the heads up. Surprised to see you here, Sam. I have expected you to have finally skipped town. Oh, hey, Avery. Seem here to see the mayor? Kind of. I mostly just stopped by to see all of y'all. The diner's been buzzing about what happened last night. I'm glad. Like the small town gossip must spread like wildfire, you know. I'm glad. Ow! Oh my! I have put my hand on my seat for like this entire time I've been talking. Ooh, I shouldn't have done that. Like I pressed down on it really hard. You know what? I'm glad everybody made it out okay, but I'm sure Oscar and Rosalina must be pretty shaken up. And it sounds like Avery glances around before leaning and lowering their voice. This is just between us, but it sounds like the miners might strike over this. It's getting really serious. Oh, whoa. Power to them. It's about time. Though, can you strike without a union? I don't think you can legally call it a strike. I think you have to say it's collective action or something. Still, I hope Tabitha is shaking in her boots right now. Are things at the mine's really that bad? Poor Tabby's really going through it this week. Stella. Forget I said anything. It looks like it's our turn with the mayor. Do we like talk to the mayor? Oh, he's a dog. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. You haven't met the serious man by his side, but you have to assume that he's the mayor's handler. He holds out his paws to shake your hand. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. It's lovely. No, that's not the mayor, is it? He reaches forward to take the mayor's little paw in your hand, but his burly security detail stops you. No paw shaking. Only head pats and ear scratches allowed. Isn't he just the cutest? It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow, besides the nature. And all my friends and Woody's biscuits. Oh no, the close-knit small-town community, of course. But having a dog mayor is a close fifth, no contest. He's pretty cute too. It's almost like he really thinks he's the mayor, the way he sits all regal like that. Though to be honest, I voted for Daisy in the last election, but don't tell him that. Gretchen squirms and Stella's arms straining to get at Mayor Jimmy. Hey, whoa, Gretchen, calm down, old girl. You're gonna pull a muscle. Miss Richmond, I'm gonna have to ask you when your dog is away from the mayor. I should have known better. Those two have never been able to get along. Stella walks off, struggling to hold Gretchen back. Kanika and Avery are quick to follow. Follow them. Bye. It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Whoever he is, you can feel his desperation to make a good first impression. A self-sustained and self-fulfilling prophecy. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? Oh, I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're a son? Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure he's in a better place now. You all know Perline's in hell? Let's not kid ourselves. We both know Perline is in hell. I'm sure she wasn't that bad. Those people are good, deep down inside. It's best not to speak ill of the dead. Hey, do you know anything about ghosts? Ghosts? I've never encountered one myself, but I'd have heard stories of folks who have been visited by their loved ones from beyond the grave, and it seems like it provides them with a sort of spiritual healing. Like their beloved relatives are watching over them, even in death. Is this about Perlane? Or perhaps your mother? Have you been visited by her? No, Oscar's place is haunted. Oh, like a Scooby-Doo episode or something? I'm afraid I don't buy into that particular notion. It's a bit too spiritualist. Now, if it were a vision of one of his parents trying to contact him from heaven, I can understand that. But I simply don't believe in malicious spirits lingering neither in heaven nor hell, jumping out of closets to scare us. I'm sure there's perfectly reasonable explanation for whatever it is he saw. There was a ghost in the mines last night. They're calling Oscar a liar? There's been a lot of supernatural stuff happening these past few days. Really? Are you sure you weren't just seeing things? Panic is a funny way of messing with perception. Remain silent. I don't know what to say. Don't worry, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just thought I'd extend the offer in case you needed someone to talk to. The church's doors are open if you ever change your mind. Have a blessed day, son. Okay. The pastor leaves you be and joins the line to see the mayor. Oh, there is a long-ass line. Nothing to do but catch up with your companions. Go after them right there. Let's go ghost hunting, let's go! You find them already talking to Oscar deeper into the library. Are you sure we can't just get it over with while the sun is up? I don't know if I can handle getting scared shitless in the dark 2 nights in a row. I wish we could, especially since I'm not particularly excited about going back in there after dark either, but I'm pretty sure it only comes out when the sun goes down. Isn't that just like a ghost, waiting until you're most freaked out to freak you out even more? Yeah, there's no way I'm going in until that spirit is at full power. I want to be sure we get the best evidence possible. This could be my one shot to get real proof of ghosts. I'm not gonna waste it just because I'm impatient. Y'all are gonna be the death of me. I just hope it's possible to get rid of this thing. This is a pretty serious ghost infestation? Is that what you'd call something like this? I believe it's called a haunting, but ghost infestation also sounds good. I suppose we're the ghost hunters, so we can call whatever we want. Is there anything I should bring? I've never done an exorcism or ghost bust before. Are there any tips you'll have for a novice like me? Oh, don't worry. I'll be bringing all the ghost hunting supplies anyone could ever need. The only thing y'all need to bring is an open mind. Don't worry, Oscar will fix this. Heck yeah, we will. Yeah, whatever this is, we'll get to the bottom of it tonight. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Oh, it's lost his accent. Sorry. Well, if we're not doing the hunt now, I guess we should head over to Reese's. Absolutely. Come on, Sam. Time to go bother our friend. I'll catch y'all at sundown. Can't wait to be traumatized by ghosts tonight. I can never tell if you're joking. I'm not. I live for the thrill. I hope it's everything Oscar says it is and more. Catch y'all at sundown. Yay! Be careful what you wish for. See you all soon. Time to go. So I finally met Pastor Daniel. So I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time before he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I didn't know where he finds so many. I think he just really wants people to like him, but he comes off as desperate. It's a vicious cycle. Oh, when you put it like that, his whole situation is kind of sad. Even if that's the case, it doesn't mean I have to like him. Whatever his deal is, it goes a step beyond trying to get people to like him. The man was grinning through all of my dad's funeral. He's not normal. And I don't mean that in a stigmatizing mental illness kind of way. There's just this little siren that goes off every time I see him that tells me to get away from him. That's exactly how I would describe it too. The whole town feels the same way, now that I think about it. He must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. Do you mind if I invite Tabitha to go? Okay, sure, you know what? Please don't. Oh my god, yes! Okay, so this is like conflicting right now. I need like a third party. I mean like two votes for one person. I mean like majority wins, right? Can you imagine how much fun that would be if she actually shows? Stella, come on. I know you think you have sort of bond with her, but she's awful. She isn't even nice to you. You just haven't given her a chance. Maybe if she comes along tonight, the two of you will finally get along. No. I'm inviting her. Kanika, she's not gonna come, but you know what? We'll see. Kanika decides to shoot your cousin a text and invite her to the evening's ghost hunt. Alright, I guess she's your family. And she'll probably be too busy at the Mind Steven show anyways. Oh, don't say that, Neeks. If we're lucky, we'll have another opportunity to forge a bond of friendship between the two of you and Teresa's. Alright, shall we head out? The three of you leave the library for an early dinner. It's like you once again find yourself in front of Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Though it's only an early afternoon, it feels much later. The sun already sinking. I feel like it's like 12 noon. Already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you hang out with friends. That's just extra time you get to spend together. Okay, but what if she yells at us? It's too late. The door swings open. Hey! Reese! Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be San, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I got all the San updates. Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grip as she tries to get between them. Are they here already? Okay, so I see the tall Jane from you too. I knew you'd show up early, Stella, and you brought the dog. Great. Yeah, I thought you might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. But it's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats. I always have some of those easy chew dog jerky stashed away. We go everywhere together. You want to come in or not? Kanika nervously tugs Stella away towards her van. Well, what about you, San? Are you coming in? I'll wait for Stella and Kanika. Fine. A quiet assistant as you wait for Stella and Kanika to come back from the van. Okay, we're back. Great, let's get this over with. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the Romo store-bought dinner rolls banking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you'd wandered into a real estate showing. So how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around in my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go on about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time right now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen. I don't care what you get up to. Cool, we'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. Make your way towards the basement stairs. Whoa, sick! The basement is what you might expect of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to his studio. Yeah. Discarded canvases line its edges while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls and paint, sneering out at their creator. Your mom is so scary. she can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. I haven't been cleaning much. Whoa, this is funny. I want to say this. If you ever need a model, I'm here till Monday. They're both looking at me. That would be amazing. Though I should warn you, I work odd hours. I don't usually pick up a brush until late at night. It is but if that's not a deal breaker, it would be incredible to have such a captivating model. I look forward to the company, and I hope I can do. I was just kidding, but you know what? Maybe we could all come. Wouldn't that be fun? Kanika's eyes dart uncomfortably towards the floor. That's one way to look at it, I guess. It's possible she's gotten a bit of an edge lately. I think my condition's been stressing her out a lot. It used to be something she thought she could fix, but I think she's kind of accepted that it's just something we have to manage. But even if she is a little harsh, she means well. It's like you said, she's just looking out for me. Oh my! I'm not gonna flirt with him. I was just joking with that hot thing, okay? She's kind of hot. What if I said that? Okay, so what did I make my character into? She's so messy. Like, what is going on? She's kind of hot. Oh my god. I can see that. Stella, no. Stella, no, bad Stella. What? Santa's the one who has the cause to raise his mom and just being supportive. It's healthy to have a range of interests. Okay, let's just move on and pretend that neither of you said anything. Okay. Do you need us to sneak you out of here? This place feels like a prison. Unfortunately, the prison we're dealing with here is my body, not my room. Are you sure there's nothing we can do? Your company is plenty. It's nice to have living people down here for a change. You know, we'd visit more if your mom would let us. Did she tell you she turned us away yesterday? She said we couldn't even talk to you. It's a little controlling. You came by yesterday? She didn't tell me, but she didn't tell me, but I was probably asleep. That's all. She didn't want to wake me up. I don't think that's her being controlling or anything. Not to cast any doubt on that, but she did say I couldn't bring you any food. She knows that's how I show my friends how much I appreciate them, and she knows I can work around all kinds of allergies and intolerances. Not gonna lie, it felt weird. I don't know, my body's pretty particular when it comes to food. She just prefers to have full control over what I eat, so... okay, maybe that does sound controlling, but it's for a good reason. If I eat the wrong thing, it could really mess me up, so she has to regulate my food. So Estella told you about everything that's happened the past couple of days? Every detail. I wish I could see some of it myself, but, you know... Your guess was in futility towards the walls of the basement. Are you sure you can't just sneak out one of these nights? The doc isn't keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick, you know that. Sorry, man, I didn't mean to... There's nothing to apologize for, and I appreciate the effort. I really do. There's just nothing you can rescue me from. That die has already been cast. But we're talking about the past couple of days, weren't we? Do you have any thoughts on the ditchings we've been seeing? Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. What? Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they look like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until now, just now. I've been sketching them actually. Tell me what you think. Ugh, they look horrifying, but that's a good thing. Because they do look horrifying in real life. He pulls out a sketchbook from one of the piles in his room. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they've been lurking around here, though? I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are going to be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. Do you think the town is doomed? I think everything is probably doomed at some point, but I guess that's answering a different question. Do I think the town of Scarlet Hollow is on the brink of collapse? Probably not, but it's not like I have a lot of perspective on what it's like out there. There could be rioting on Main Street, and if Stella or the doc didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you though? I mean, yeah, I'd hope so, but the point I'm trying to make is that other people are my eyes out there. What do you think of my cousin? She was always so distant and mean. I probably would have thought she had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone, or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass, thanks. I love Kanika's hostility towards Tabitha. I think it's well earned, and I think it's funny to watch, but I also think it's very valid. You know, like, I also think Stella's perspective is also valid. She never really says that like, oh, you're wrong. I mean, she does, but like, you know what I mean. She's trying to empathize. Stella's very clearly the kind of person that's like, you know, you really just gotta get to know her. You know what I mean? And you know, I understand both Kanika and Stella's perspective. So I'm trying to say to you guys, very different, but I think both of them are valid. Anyway, relationships can be very complicated, especially with these two. What do you think is going on with Wayne? Who? You know that guy who's been following Santa around. Oh, you know that guy who's been following Santa around, being all ominous. Oh yeah, that slasher creep. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he has going on. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to the look, for all our sakes. Your whole situation's gotta be rough. Sorry. Thanks, but I've been dealing with this thing for a while, so you don't have to feel sorry for me. I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is gonna be. Ha! You're so macabre, Brace. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. ... You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. I can barely keep most food down. My skin always itches like there are worms crawling underneath. I can't even imagine that. I could live for a long time, or a short time, no one's sure. But I'm definitely not gonna get better. Whatever time I have left is gonna be miserable. So I've done my mourning. The best years are behind me. My future is unknowable. But one day I'll wind up in a pine box just like everyone else, and I'm okay with that. Damn, Reese. I may be goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys, but you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. Surely, it's true. We'll all join the worm someday. We've just got to make the best of what we got. See? Sand gets me. Stella, maybe it was a mistake to get these two together. Your art. Slap these bad boys on a mug, you can make a buck or two. That's what I've been telling him. If you posted those online somewhere, you get big, man. I think I'll keep them to myself until I die. You know how it is with dead artists. Their art sells for way more. I hope the doc or whoever winds up inheriting my worth makes millions of it. Off it. I'd be able to rest easy knowing somebody had retroactively given my life value. Or you could sell them while alive and enjoy the fruits of your labor while you still exist. That sounds complicated. I'd rather just spend my time painting. Leave the hard work to someone else. It's got a movie collection you've got. Any Rex? Got any Rex? Let me think. Oh, have you heard of Shinochi Deathblood? I saw that for the first time recently and it blew me away. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. We could even put it on after dinner if you guys are interested. Damn, I would usually be down for that, but we've got to head over to Oscar's after this. We promised we'd ghost bust his place. He's apparently been dealing with a bad haunting. And I feel like we should really be there for him tonight, considering everything that's happened. He and Rosalina both need our support right now. I'll take a rain check on that movie, though. Yeah, we'll definitely come by for a movie night this week. I'm free tomorrow night, same goes for San. I should probably work tomorrow, but I can close up early. So you three go way back, huh? Almost to the womb. The school here is a tiny K-12, not exactly one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we all got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends their own age. They just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks, and we're stuck with them through their whole school career. Poor kids. Not that we were free from dealing with jerks, like a certain Scarlet I could name. Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you. The way she used to look at me, you'd think I was rolled in something foul every morning before school. Same here. Though to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it, though. Wanna go come hunting with us tonight? Oh wow, do you think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. That would be so amazing, but I haven't had the best luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking into town is enough to put me in bed for a week. It sucks. But make sure to bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happens. Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table! Guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you all wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs. Sure thing, Doc. Yes, ma'am. You make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. Feels out of place, like you've accidentally wandered into a different, older house. But more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it. Something dark and cold. Something that reminds you of dusty tunnels you narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum just beyond your hearing fills the air, and you feel strange. You're compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. Open the door. Oh, well, I guess, I don't really know what to do here, guys. I'm a bit conflicted, but I guess I'm gonna have to open the door. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand, your heart full of both deep dread and a compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Well, just cleaning this doorknob. I don't think this is a believable lie. There's something compelling about this door. No, there isn't. Now wash your hands. Won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind the door. Oh, no, you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, cleaning up after her watchful eyes and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. Huh, okay. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. She sits opposite you at the far head of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. It's already like noon. What is it? It's already like 5 o'clock. Given her protectiveness over Reese, you find it odd that he's seated between the two of you rather than the other way around. It's almost as though she's guarded not only towards you and Stella and oh my god, I can't read. It's almost as though she's guarded not only towards you and Stella and Kanika, but towards her son as well. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I worked too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste and brands. And if you ever want any tips on easy home cooked pasta sauces, you know what? No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. You didn't tell me they came by yesterday. You were asleep. I didn't want to wake you up. But you could have told me. Wow, they were coming over today anyway. I would just rather know things. Noted, but she won't do anything about it. Her son will remain in the dark. Yeah, pretty obvious. Maybe I have actual street smarts myself, or maybe I just think that's really obvious. I think I saw a video. Whoa. I know what you mean by about small talk about Reese. Does no one in this town have two parents? Either that or none. What exactly does he have? Why are you so hellbent on keeping your son, who seems unreasonably Reese is a talented artist. You must be very proud of him. He has a lot of skill, honed through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. Thanks, Doc. You call your mom Doc? Fuck do you call your dad father? Sperm provider? Alright. Do you think Reese might feel better? Like I said, my character, big balls. If you ever got to see more people often? No. I'm his doctor and his mother. You are someone who met him for the first time less than half an hour ago. One of us is a little more qualified to make decisions about his life. You know, Doc, I feel pretty okay. I mean, as okay as I usually do. Still kind of shitty. But I don't think having people over has been as rough on my health as you thought it might be. It's been really nice. Hear that? Reese can hang out with his friends again. If you're still feeling okay after dinner, maybe you can even come ghost hunting with. Jeez, Kanika, what was that for? Don't push it, Stella. Just say that next time instead of kicking me. Your boots are heavy. Sorry, Dr. Kelly. We're totally respectful of Reese's boundaries, even though they might seem a little arbitrary and strict. They're not arbitrary. These rules are in place for a good reason. Tell me how great you feel in an hour when exhaustion catches up to you, Reese. You'll be knocked out all evening, regretting every minute of this. Let me assure you. As I regret being able to see other people for the first time in months. I don't care what happens. It was worth it. You can feel the tension at the table starting to rise. Does no one in this town have two parents? I'm sorry. Fear intensifies. Small towns are full of drama. People meet when they're young and reckless, and it doesn't always work out long term. Plus, these heels are dangerous, and the job's even more so. Things happen. Not everyone gets some fairy tale ending. You can find happy endings anywhere, though. Doesn't have to be perfect, but people can still be happy, even if bad things have happened to them. I guess living in doubt. Oh, don't say that to her. I guess living in denial is kind of a happiness, sure. What exactly does he have? He has a combination of genetic disease that gives him a fragile immune system, among other things. It's much to get into. A lot of technical terms that I'd have to explain. It's not good dinner talk, and it can be pleasant for him to have to hear it again, so let's drop it. I'm fine talking about it. I'd rather we talk about something else. I am losing, like, every single person's voice. I'm so sorry, y'all. There's a lot of people, so... Aside from Reese's mom staring down the dinner table, nobody's making eye contact with anyone else. I don't know how this is anything related. I'll say this, I guess. There's no need for everyone to be so tense. Everything's okay. We're all just here to have a nice dinner. Speak for yourself. Doc, really, it's fine. Is it? Or am I being interrogated in my own home by a guest I met yesterday? In San's defense, a lot of awful stuff has happened in the past couple of days, and there are a lot of lingering questions. It's pretty hard not to take the detective hat off once you put it on. That may be the case, but Reese doesn't need to be agitated by this. I want to know what's going on out there. I don't care if it agitates me. And look, I'm fine. There's a long quiet as Dr. Kelly closes her eyes in reflection. Alright, I'll try and give this a chance. Small talk? This food's really good. This food's really good! Then please send... Then please send a I can't read, you guys. Then please send a letter thanking the mass manufacturer of the spaghetti sauce and pasta. I just heated them up. And I don't like wasted air at the dinner table, so keep your vaguely polite niceties to yourself while the rest of us finish our plates. Aside from Reese's mom staring... Okay, yeah. What we're selling Kanika like as kids. Noisy and messy, like all kids. And they always had those little projects, videos, or crafts, or animal rescues. Whatever it was that had captured their imaginations that week. So, like I said, noisy and messy. Didn't we bring a dead squirrel into your house once? Oh god, not the squirrel. I remember that squirrel. Didn't you think the doc could, like, Frankenstein it back to life or something? I was, like, 12. I was very susceptible to what I saw in media, and very sad about that squirrel. That's one of those things that keeps me up at night. I still feel guilty about bringing that thing into your house, Dr. Kelly. I'm just glad you didn't make it a habit. Have you ever seen a dead body? I have! How well do you know Tabitha? Not very. I know her a lot better if your family didn't seem to be so afraid of doctors. I can count on one hand the number of times she's been in my office. No wonder everyone but that old Edward Jean died so young. Hopefully your mother was better about taking you to doctor's visits. I wouldn't be surprised if there was something genetic at play, and it's much better to catch those things early. You're right. Why didn't you want me poking around the clinic? You seemed awfully guarded about me checking out that door. Because it's closed. Doctors don't usually just let people wander around in their clinics. Of course, Dr. Kelly, we would never. I'm sure San is just joking, right, San? I can't say I've ever felt drawn to the place before, but the secrecy is starting to make it feel awfully compelling. Stella, don't you think of getting any ideas from San? No one is playing hide and seek in my private offices. Not today, not ever. San doesn't need any more bad influences. Yeah, but what if it's haunted? This place was built out of an old Civil War hospital, right? It was a TB clinic too. Double haunted. I can't believe I never went ghost hunting here. Are you sure you don't want us to check it out? We'll have a whole bunch of extra experience after tonight. It's not haunted. Now drop it. Aside from Reese's mom staring. Okay. I'm not saying that. Danger. You see any weird hairless creatures growing around in the woods at night? I don't tend to go wandering the woods after dark, so no. You don't have to go all the way to the woods. They've been coming to our windows at night. They've been what? There are these things called ditchlings, and they've been preying on the local wildlife. And Sanonite. Oh, I see. They're some of your little cryptozoological creatures. I know it sounds pretty out there, but I've seen those things in person. We're not messing around. They're out there, laying eggs in animals and doing God knows what else. And here I thought you finally managed to get an even head on your shoulders, Kanika. Seems like Stella might be a bad influence on you. I know her little stories can be convincing, but that's only because she's managed to so thoroughly convince herself. She's not making up stories. Neither is Kanika, and neither am I. All you have to do is look outside after dark. There have been more every night. They're all pale and doughy, and their faces, they're like sculptures of humans that didn't set right. I see. You stay up too late painting your grisly faces, so we started to see them everywhere. I'm sure whatever's outside is just raccoons or... Stop. Stop downing everything I say. Stop trying to write things I tell you to fit what you think should be true. There's weird shit going down in Scarlet Hollow, whether you want to face it or not. The tension at the dinner table reaches the brains, like he's gonna smack his hand on the dinner table, isn't he? Oh god. Alright, that's enough. Dr. Kelly is interrupted by Reese before she can finish her thought. So we were talking about watching a movie sometime this week while Santa's still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, dog. We'll just sit out downstairs in the dark. Oh, yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever gonna change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends over... Oh. Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix... Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Oh. Reese probably pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it! I knew it! I knew this would be too much. What's happening? Everyone get out of my house. Please, just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with this life. All it does is hurt him more. We can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I'm his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him. I know that. And he knows it too. But all any of you would do is just get in the way. So just leave, please. Don't think we don't know something is up here. Don't think we don't know something is up here. Yeah! Wait, do we? I don't care what you think. I just want you out so I can I don't care what you think. I just want you out so I can take care of my son. The three of you are rushed to the door. We'll be back, Reese! I hope you feel better soon. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The click of a lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. Something weird happened when I went to wash my hands. It was like I was forced to try to break into the clinic. Forced? How? It was like something was making me go there. I wonder, was it like that carving in the pit last night before you had that seizure? It was kind of like you were hypnotized. I wasn't there, but I guess I'll take your word on it. Hypnotism seems like a step up from what we've been dealing with, though. I mean, I don't know. A lot happened last night, but the whole thing was very trance-like. I guess it was kind of similar. What if there's another carving in there? That'd be so weird. If there is, I wonder if it'd give you another vision. Maybe these things have something to do with the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based off of a bad vibe San got. Did either of you get the impression that Dr. Kelly is afraid of Reese? She never turned her back towards him. Are you sure she wasn't just being overprotective? I'm sure that's all that's going on, and she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what it's like for both of them to go through. Yeah, but if she was being overprotective, she'd have sat between us and him. She had her back to the window. That's interesting. If anyone should be afraid of anyone in that house, Reese should be afraid of his mom. I think you're both reading into things too much. Dr. Kelly is good people. Look, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick. But it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting, and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her as this... Oh my god. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. Y'all, I can't read. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Kanika is right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. You can't help but feel like you're about to walk into a slasher movie. You run through a mental list of everyone who's joining you, trying to figure out if you'd make it to the end. Who are you kidding? The hot ones are usually the first to go. If anyone has final girl energy, it's Stella or Kanika. I think Kanika. I'm not gonna lie, Stella's probably gonna be like the bait. You know what I mean? Like if everyone thinks that she's gonna make it, but she dies. And Kanika like cries about it, and then the movie ends. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark. Its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Hey Oscar, are you back yet? Shh, you can't yell in the library. It's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay? Yeah, it went okay. Reese isn't feeling up for a longer hangout, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay, it just means we have more time to hunt ghosts. I've come fully loaded, got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video camera, salt, flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with electricity, parabolic microphone, sharpies and paper for automatic writing matches. Sharpies and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Oh, there's a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out and grab more stuff when things start to get spooky. I may never have found any more compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying. And after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Hey, I hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Avery, glad you could make it. The more pairs of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry. Sure thing. Always happy to offer a hand or two. I hope you aren't taking this as seriously as everybody else. I need someone else to be rational with. Whoa, is that an EMF reader? I've never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. Spirit box, parabolic microphone. Y'all really covered all your bases. Oh no. Hey, I'm as rational as they come. I'm just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw a ghost, who am I to say they didn't? I mean, y'all apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday, and that mine only collapsing again after 100 years while y'all were there. I'm just saying, anything seems possible right now. This whole town is one big supernatural death trap. I swear it's not usually like this. It's a really nice place to visit most of the time, just not this week apparently. Yeah, you can tell from all the shuttered storefronts and jaded residents. Maybe this place has been a metaphorical death trap for a long time, and it's decided to be a little more obvious about it now. The leaves are really pretty this time of year though. They sure are. See? It has its charms. Yo, don't rush off ghost busting without Zane. No way I was gonna forget your promise, Stella. Zane, glad you could make it. There's so many people here. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Let's go mess with some ghosts. I hope my house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead, and that's everyone. Wait, what about Tabby? What about her? She's not here. Let's get started. I guess she can catch up to us when she gets here. Well, if y'all are itching to get started, it's through the back. Follow me. Looks like the sun is almost set. This is when the stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! You didn't think you'd be doing this without me, did you? Rosalina? I thought you were at Alexis's place. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. She's really convincing. Oh, hi, Zane. What's up? Yo! You don't have to... I wish I could be a guy like Zane, you know what I mean? Like, just chill all the time. That's what I need in life. Looks like freaking Johnny from Hotel Transylvania. You don't have to leave me out of stuff like this anymore, Dad. I'm not some fragile thing that needs protecting. I can handle seeing a ghost or whatever it is that's keeping us out of our house. I really don't think you want to see what's in there, Rosalina. I don't know if you'd ever be able to feel safe in our house again if you knew it was there. Let her come with us. It's our house too. Exactly. And come on, Dad, if you're letting Zane tag along, Alexis and I have every right to be there too. She's got a good point. She's got a good point, Mr. G. Yeah, we can totally handle this. Okay, I'm sorry, Rosa. Just let me know if it gets too much and you want to leave, okay? Thanks, Dad. Now let's get our house back. Okay, we're gonna go ghost hunting. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember the picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to leave your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. It's just down the hall. Oscar and Katika startled. So is it? Tabby. What? I mean, you know what? The reason why I wanted to invite Tabby in the first place was because, first of all, I really wanted to get close to her and I want her to like me. And second of all, I low-key just did it. You know when you do stuff? You know when you just do stuff just for the point of doing it? Like sometimes I do stuff that I'm sure that sometimes I ask people to do stuff for me or I ask someone to go somewhere and I'm I'm like wholly expecting them not to come. So like sometimes just do it just for the funsies. And that's exactly what my motivation was going to bring Tabitha here. But you know what? I'm excited to see what's gonna fucking happen. I'm down. I'm so down. Okay. This is a lot of voices I'm gonna have to act, so I'm scared. Kanika's face is alright. Seems like I made it just in time. Let's get this show on the road. I don't have all night. Tabby! Great, she's here. Wow, San, you really brought the whole gang together today. I have every right to be here, Kanika. My family built this place, you know. Yeah, I know. We all know. San, what made you think inviting her was a good idea? She's my cousin. Yeah, we're trying to bond. Deal with it. Yeah, we are. You don't see me inviting Miles to stuff all the time. First of all, he's younger than Tabitha. We're both like around the same age. Just because you're family doesn't mean y'all need to be friends. Oh, a lot has changed since high school. Maybe you two could be friends if you tried. Tabitha and Kanika eye each other suspiciously. The mutual disgust in their eyes tell you the Stella is not correct. But maybe for now you can just ghost hunt on opposite sides of the room. Looks like we're in for an interesting night. I'm glad I didn't stay in the same town with the people I went to high school with. No wonder small towns have so much drama. Let me tell you, big cities have the same amount. I wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. Wait. Is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder? It sure does. I definitely feel that. Same, I've got chills. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than the other parts of the house. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. I got a stump pic for the posterity. Is that it? That isn't very scary. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on my couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere in the light of a ghost. I feel a presence. What if I said this? Come on, ghost. Let's see some real action. Alright. I think we should split up, though. I think we should, like, legit split up. Can I say this? I feel a presence. Whoa. Scared what you feel. Oh, God, I feel bad. Stella bought it. Is it a coldness deep within you? Does it feel like someone's watching us? Son, stop messing around. You don't feel anything. Yo, is it chill? If I were going to be mad chill. If you saw what I've seen, I don't think you'd be saying that. That's an interesting point, though. What if ghosts are usually are friendly, and they've only been terrifying because they don't know how to be anything else? Yeah, like, I know if I were a ghost, I'd just vibe. But what if my vibes were bad, and I didn't know it? I shudder to think of the possibilities. What did you rope me into, son? You know, you didn't have to come. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. We're gonna fit in her room. Oh. Girl, that feeling again. Like the mines, like the door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house. When did I become so, like, connected with this place? You know what I mean? Like, no one else feels it but me and Tabby, so something is in this house. So whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Yeesh, that's gotta be tough to scrub out. Doesn't the county own this house? Do they know about the damaged carpet? Have you seen your house? I don't see how that's relevant. Weird, I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count, and it just keeps coming back. It's just a stain, Dad. Can we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Maybe we just scrub it out first. Could that be the paranormal stuff will activate? Could be that the paranormal stuff will activate if you give it a reason to. Oh, good idea. I've never heard of a bleach-activated ghost before. You don't use bleach to clean a carpet, Tabitha. Whatever. How was I supposed to know that? These two! Oh, these two are so funny. I'm so glad I invited her because they're so fucking funny. Not everybody gets to learn how to clean things. Yeah, you don't use bleach to clean these things. If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? Probably rusty pipe. Are you sure you scrubbed it out? Ghost blood. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? In a house owned by the government? No, I'm not messing with their carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out of it every day than have the government take me to court for destroying their property. Don't worry, I'm sure they'll just take you to court for neglect instead. Did it not occur to you that there could be a leaky pipe under the floor? I hate to agree with Tabitha on anything, but some kind of structural damage does seem likely. Tearing up the carpet doesn't seem like such a bad idea. Plus, there might be something written underneath there in blood. Only one way to be sure. So excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. I love her. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. We'll cover for you. You don't have to sweat it. Oh, Tabby's face. Everyone's face. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it stained in reddish brown. What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. A hatch. Nope, nope, nope. A hatch. A hidden hatch. This is even better than finding a message. But there's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement. And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted. Alright, you've got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can feel it. Still no readings though. None of the equipment has made a sound. Of course not. Y'all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone set foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever it is under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved the caulk around the edge and leaked through the carpet, and it's red because North Carolina has red-ass dirt. Simple as that. I've never been to NC, but okay. It's not mud, it's blood. It's not mud, it's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Well, you tested it wrong. It can't be blood, right? Kanika's right. You've got a muddy floor, and that's why it's so cold in here, too. There's wet dirt under the house. Congratulations, you solved your ghost problem. No way. There's an old hatch on the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we know what's down there. I'm with Stella. This is my room, and I need to know what's down there. Alright, let's go down there. Have you considered they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Uh-oh. Do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? Wait, no, that's not... Uh-oh. Do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. I'm going for it. I love the amount of balls she has. You come into Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale, with an undercurrent of mold and dirt. It makes you feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. How did we end up back here? Where is everyone? Did we pass out again? Was there a gas leak in the basement or something? Some friend Stella turned on me. She keeps dissing me. Is fainting some kind of weird family thing? Is there a genetic condition I need to be worried about? Not that I'm aware of. Nothing like this has happened before you got to town. Who knows what sort of nastiness is festering in that basement? Carson marches to the front door and opens it. Why does it look like Oscar's house is in front of us? Didn't we just leave? I must just be misremembering things. Let's go. No, you're right. There shouldn't be a door there. Clearly, whatever was in that basement is messing with our heads. We just left Oscar's house. The library has to be on the other side of the door. The two of you cross the hallway and open the door. Back. Oh my god, this looks like... Whoa, what the fuck is happening? Okay, something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts on the breeze. Are you sure these are flowers? This... Tabitha, please tell me I'm not the only one seeing that scratchy shadow in the distance. You're not. What the hell is that thing? Am I having a stroke? Are you having a stroke? Are we both having the same stroke at the same time? Do you see that creature behind the thorns? That's one of the bad omens Stella and I found in the woods. Ew. Pinch Tabitha to see if you're dreaming. You roared to pinch your cousin. Ow! Hey, what was that for? You suddenly remember you're supposed to pinch yourself to see if you're dreaming. Tabitha glares at you. There's gotta be an exit somewhere. We just have to look. Wait, do you hear music? Oh my god. Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Stella? Who are you? Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Huh? Holy shit, Stella, you scared me. Yeah, cut it out. Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine now. I'm not a child anymore. Edwardine? Eddie? You've got to be kidding me. Alright, Edwardine, can you show us the way out? Don't encourage her. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone. And you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what Father might do. Oh my, I wouldn't want to cross father. I shall be away at once. Okay, what is this? Some kind of scene? Wow, great job, you got me. You can stop now. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Shut up. Shut up! This is getting old real fast. I agree. We should try to find an exit or something. I've had enough. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. I'll get you out of here. Let her go, please. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. Come on, we must have taken the wrong door out of the annex. We're getting out of here before anything else happens. Are you scared? Oh my head, I'm scared. Not because either. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. When Tabitha turned around to go back to the annex, but instead of Oscar's living room, the two of you are met by a closed door standing in the middle of the garden scenery. Where did the annex go? Let's try the door. Let's try the door? But there can't be anything behind it. It's just standing there. You ignore her walking forward and reaching for the doorknob. Oh. Oh my god, what's happening? What is this? There's a lot of sounds coming from this place. Bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Yeah, there. Right there. Are you kidding me? This is messed up. We need help. God, please let this call go through. Tabitha anxiously taps her foot as she waits for her phone to connect. Hey, it's... what? No, it's Tabitha. Didn't you see the caller ID? Stop interrupting me. Can't you hear what I'm... Cousin is cut off by the dial phone of a disconnected call. Who are you? Great, she couldn't hear a word I said. Great, she couldn't hear a word I said. Looks like we're on our own. What the... Junior! Junior! Pack your things! Quickly! Hurry! Jesus! Rosalina, you scared the shit out of me! Maybe we should run him on a rail too. Make an example of the whole family. You kids should have stayed in the library. I can't believe we're gonna have to rescue you again. Wait, are there multiple ghosts? Your guess is as good as mine. Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little time. They were only children too. My boy wasn't there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. Oh. Oh? Do you have something to say? Do you know something? The old collapse in the Shaw mine where we were last night. I shouldn't have to put this together for you. Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. And as for you, lady, what makes you think you're going to be keeping any of those valuables? You're packing in that fine suitcase of yours. What the fuck is going on? Maybe the ghost is trying to tell us something about the collapse. Maybe Charles Shaw wasn't the only one responsible. Our family owns the mine after all. No way you're free from the guilt, right? Stuff that happened a century ago is irrelevant. You and I had nothing to do with it. Yeah, but we're blood connected to it. So, you admit the Scarlets had a hand in the collapse. I don't know. Do you think that's something they tell their kids? Doesn't even matter anyways. What's done is done. It's not like we can change what our ancestors did. If they even did it. Trust me, boy. The coppers ain't coming here tonight. And what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too instead of lazing around in this big house. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. I wonder where we're going next. I'm choosing not to think about it. It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones. Even better than these. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. You're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of us, boy. No big inheritance for you. Alexis and Rosalina are whisked away, leaving you and Tabitha in the empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opening into a beckoning white void. Yay, let's go to the void! We're in hell. We both died and we're in hell. Who did you call on the phone earlier? Friend of the family. Not that it matters, though. The call didn't go through, so we're on our own. Okay, let's put our heads together. What do we know? We know that we can't leave, and we know that we're not possessed. We know that we are not possessed, as at least as far as we can tell. And whatever we saw in this room at least happened after the Shaw mine collapsed in 1918. I think the only option on the table for us right now is to keep doing what it wants us to do. Maybe it'll stop at some point, or maybe we'll figure out a way to escape. So many ditchlings here. Yeah, there are. Those things are horrible. No wonder you were such a mess when you came back on Monday. You're right. There's only one way to end this. To get to the end of this, shall we? Yeah, let's get this over with. You and Tabitha walk up to where the pounding door used to stand and step into the void. Yay. Great. Oh, you're outside, and it's a false... Oh, you're outside, and it's a night. A false moon looming in the painted sky. Looming massive in the painted sky. The night feels thick and warm. Oh, hey there. The insects lively, their calls unnaturally tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fish from the bottom of a pond. Ugh, what magic words do you have to say to... Ugh, what magic words do you have to say to get you to let us go? We're sorry, okay? Whatever our family did to piss you off so much, we're sorry. Oh my god. You poor dear. I've been keeping track of you scuttling around like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Everdeen, haven't you? Is it just me, or does that shadow keep getting closer? No, not just you. There's no need to be embarrassed. The secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlet did to your family, and what it did to you and what it did to the two of you youngins. Childhood sweethearts. Just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? So Edwardine and Charlie... Let me just spoil it for you and say it doesn't work out. Our great-grandfather's name was not Charles. I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you, but it's not for lack of desire, as you well know. It's Enoch. Even if he dragged her over the new town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? What do you know about Enoch, Tabitha? Our great-grandfather. He was in charge of the mines when they collapsed. I don't know much about besides that, so don't bother asking. What happened to our parents? We talked about this. Assuming this goes to Charlie, its parents were driven out of town after the Shaw Mine Collapse in 1918. We're not paying attention. The powers at work here are stronger than even your love could withstand. We need to break the bonds holding her here, then you can both go free. No more misfortune. Not for you, not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. Nika Martin's handing you something, but her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. I don't trust whoever this lady is. She's got some kind of ulterior motive. Hold on. She's got some kind of ulterior motive. Agreed. Clearly this dude should have never taken whatever she just handed to him. Anybody who did is a sucker. That's where you'll find them. You need her there. And be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. And then she's gone. Tabitha sighs. Okay, let's just find the way out. Unless you have any ideas, I don't think there's anything else we can do until we get to the end. Or until we die. Whichever. I wonder what's happening to, like, in real life. Before the two of you can leave, a smell hits you. Sweating, suffocated flesh. With a tinge of the saccharine and stomach-churning scent of decay. Ew.
There you are.
Bitch!
I would have found you sooner, but the resident clue doesn't want me. They seem to have the same issue with those miserable little parasites.
Oh, hey! Awkward situation.
Why do you always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they?
Talk. Oh, hey, it's Tabitha Sex. Quick, Tabitha, let's heave up against him. Hey, Wayne, you want to figure this out with us? Don't talk to it.
Let's speak from one.
Don't listen to it either.
What an unfortunate situation you've been dragged into, son. I don't think that girl's any good for you. Della, was that her name? See if she's still fighting trouble. Maybe she can pay her visit soon. She makes it out of your life.
Fuck are you gonna do for... Dude, Tabitha bolts for the underbrush, desperately pulling you along. Stella... What the fuck? I'm not saying that, but I kind of want to. I'm not... That is so funny. You either know something about Wayne that I don't, or you have a pretty interesting coping mechanism. That thing isn't Sam Wayne. Couldn't you smell it? Can we please just go... Can you please go and drop it? I don't want to spend another second thinking about what we just saw. So you want to think about this. The two of you step from the brush and into the long wooden corridor lined by bottles and rails. Oh, hey. Okay. A figure rises to your attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. As Zane is swept away, the room pulls itself to you, and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. Oscar lies in its center, looking pitifully small. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. And sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. So this is the dad, played by a dad. It's especially painful, like on an emotional level. Even if everyone else can understand what we were saying, I wonder if he can even hear us. Damn it, Junior. How many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that damn snake Enoch went behind my back. Oh, what bullshit. Strike a nerve? It was Charles Shaw's fault. That's just a fact. Is it a fact? Is that a fact, or is it just what you've been told? It's in the history books. It's a fact. You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. Still, they destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Yeah, I don't think he's resting at all. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there. Tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. So confused. Don't even bother listening to them. I don't care what this ghost is trying to tell us. All these people are dead and buried, and their actions have gone with them. Damn it, boy. I might not have till morning. Promise me. Promise to go back and at the very least, show the Enoch bastard what for. I promise. You watch as Oscar's body seizes and falls to the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. This ghost is so full of it. Your cousin steps forward and disappears through the hole left in the bed, leaving you to follow her. Okay, so much is happening. Oh, yay, your face again. You find yourself pressed uncomfortably against the trellis. A small castle sits off to one side of the wall, and the bars of a prison loom over all of it and all of you. Climbing up the trellis again? How very Romeo and Juliet of you. No need to run off. I won't tell. Oh, there they are. I won't tell the old man, though you've gotten sloppy. You should try to be more careful if you don't want him putting you in an early grave. We'll get you out of this, Avery. I promise. No, not one of her brothers. I'm a prisoner. Another victim of the Scarlet's lies, like you, Charles Shaw. Tabitha, does our family really have a history of locking folks up in some rich people dungeon? What a ridiculous question. Of course not. I think I would know if our family had a history of imprisoning human beings in the estate. Is that a thing people actually do? In your generation makes no difference. His blood runs in your veins, does it not? And now it runs in hers. Yes, it seems your little trysts bore fruit. And oh, will you ever be in trouble when the old man finds out? Tabitha's eyes go wide. Wait, I'm gonna be a daddy? Shh, let it talk. I think this might be important. You don't have to be dangling there. Come inside. You'll be able to hear me through the door just fine. Oh, hello! The world around you swirls, and you and Tabitha find yourselves pulled to the other side of the wall. A door bound by countless locks and chains pulsates before you. Do you want me to let you out? Stop talking, we missed something. Sorry! That's not what I invited you in for. I couldn't escape even with your help. I merely wanted to offer a warning. Leave town now. Well, Tabitha, you heard it. Better leave town. Haha, very funny. Now shut up. I'm trying to listen. You can't take her with you. It's not possible. You can always stay and die, but if I were you, I would use my healthy legs and run as far away from Scarlet Hollow as possible. I hear the beaches are nice. Why don't you take a permanent vacation there? Some serious figure has the right idea. You maintain your silence. You've been talking to the witch then? How very interesting. Charlie, get away from the door. Don't listen to it. Stella! I promise we'll figure out how to use Stella. They can be, remain silent. You maintain your silence. How does it know that? Oh. This is too much. I just want to go home. Do you feel sick? I feel sick. Tell me everything. Why were you riveted by that conversation? Charlie isn't related to us, if that's what you're asking. I know that much, I think. But I guess there was some family secrets I was never let in on. I was just surprised. Come on, the quicker we get through this, the quicker we'll be out of this ghost place. Hopefully. You and Tabitha walk after Stella and into the darkness. Oh my god. You and your cousin find yourself crouched under a large table. Stella stares at you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. Ugh, I don't know why, but this feels so much worse than the last room. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. These are supposed to be kids now. It's a gift. Take it. I can't believe that ghost is still making Stella humiliate herself by doing a baby voice. Oh, she's been doing a baby voice. Okay, let me do one then. I'll try to get it away from my brother so he doesn't smash it. Though I wish I could make it move like you can. Oh, puppets. And you can even do the voices. You know, you could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. Dang, you've been possessed. Dang, you've been possessed, Stella. So you're trying to monetize hobbies. Don't joke. You're pissing off the ghost. What? A traveling show? And you want me there too? Oh, could we go to the towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. Again with the beach. The beaches are nice. I get it. If I ever got a vacation, that's where I'd go. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. Okay. There. Are you done now, Charlie? Can we leave? Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Tabitha can get in another word. I don't think he's done. Speaking of puppet show. Oh my god. Is that him? Well, you look great beyond the grave. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. The trapdoor. Are we back in Rosalina's room? We must be. Which one of us is going to open it? I'm opening it. You carefully step towards the trapdoor. It creaks open all on its own. Oh god, this is so much worse than opening it ourselves. You and Tabitha are shoved from behind and tumble through the hatch. Oh shit. It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is Enoch did. Whoa! Enoch did. We can undo it. We can be happy together. Eddie? Oh, that's why he looks like that. That's why he looks so fucking ugly. Oh my god. Why did she do that? Oh god. I'm so sorry. You've finally using the way, but nothing comes up. There's nothing here. This place is completely empty. So Edwardine was a murderer. I'm sure she had a good reason. This isn't very fair, you know? We only saw one side of the story. Isn't only one side of the story what the Scarlets have been getting since 1918? Giving since 1918? Shut up. Ugh, what now? Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? Tabitha's the one you want. Why should I? I'm not responsible for any of this. What? Don't answer it. You must answer for your crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Are you kidding me? I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die. Please. I've been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask for is some of your years. To pay for the years that were taken from me. What are you saying? My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. No, it is absolutely not fair. You've got to be kidding me. Neither of us had anything to do with what happened to you. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Hey, one of you must forfeit. It doesn't matter which. Bullshit! You never thought that your first appearance in court would be at mercy of a vengeful spirit, and this one seems to have already passed its judgment. What happens if you refuse? Then, I will stay. I will stay until I get what I'm owed. I don't understand. You will live a shorter life, and I will finally be satisfied. But how many years? I'll have justice. I will finally die. I will leave this house at last. How much shorter would my life be? You aren't seriously entertaining this thing, are you? That isn't for you to know. Just as it wasn't for me to fair point. One day, sooner than you like, you will die. I hope I didn't come too late. Mom? All of you had better get out of here before the spirit regains its composure. This is certainly a strong one, isn't it? Don't worry about the others, they're safe. I got your call, Tabitha, but it was definitely not easy getting down here. Get us out of this pit, Sybil! Tabitha, I don't think it's wise to leave something like this where anyone could stumble across it. Why is that our problem? It wants something, doesn't it? And I think you know which of you should volunteer. Me? You must be joking. You're the eldest cousin. You're the eldest cousin. How old am I then? You're the only one who's actually lived in this town. It's only right. Absolutely not. We should just leave. I'm not giving in to the demands of some dead guy. I'm not leaving before I put this thing down. I like the music choice here. It's the main theme, but it's a bit distorted. Okay. I usually don't know. Let's just leave. Agreed. Sybil, you got in here. Can you get us out? Tabitha, are you sure you want to leave this business unfinished? Absolutely. This is not our problem. If you think it's the best course of action, yes, I can get you out. It's only a question of seeing through the illusion. We're in the basement, even if all your sentences are... We're in the basement, even if all your sentences are telling you otherwise. Try closing your eyes, remembering where you are. Okay. You do as she says, closing your eyes. Suddenly, the sounds and tactile sensations of the spirit realm feel much more distant, as though you're partially woken from a terrible dream. Good. Now feel for the stairs. You fumble in the darkness, grasping the air in front of you. Your palm meets wood with a solid thunk. It's the staircase. You can feel it under your hands. I found it! You begin your ascent. Good work, you two. You're doing great. You place a confident foot on the wooden floor of what you assume must be Rosalina's room. You open your eyes, seeing what feels like a superposition of the real and the fake. Don't let it trick you again. Its powers are already struggling to maintain their grip on you. You continue. You feel the doorframe under your palm and then the sturdy walls of the hallway beyond. We're almost out. I knew it. I knew this ghost wasn't a big deal. It's only faltering now because it's exhausted. Don't underestimate the spirit, Tabitha. You stumble into the corridor before the annex and library. The real world swims closer and closer to being back in focus. Dolores, come on, Sam, we're almost there! You and Tabitha fall towards the entrance, your legs still unsure of the ground beneath you, and the doors fly open. You're outside. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blows small piles of dry leaves across the steps of the library. I'm gonna peace out. Back-to-back encounters of my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See you, Rosalina. See you, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road. I honestly didn't know what to do in that situation. Finally, we're out of the fun house. But the spirit remains. It would have been much better to banish the thing. Tear from the annex the entire building. Anyone who steps foot in there might be subjected to its torment. Not my problem, not Sam's problem. I don't want anyone else in town to experience that. That was awful. My bones were not meant to bend like that. I've never been so sore in my life. We'll board the place up and say there was a gas leak. There, fixed it. I suppose I'll have to find another place for me and Rosalina to stay. This was such a disaster. I'm so sorry to have brought you all into the house. I should have let the place to rot. You and Rosalina could always stay with us, Mr. Gutierrez. I wouldn't want to impose on your parents like that. It's a lot to ask. I can figure this out. I made a huge mistake. Do you think the ghost will let me back in for a do-over? I don't want to think about what might happen to you if you went back in there. We're all safe and we're all alive and I'm happy you're in one piece. My daughter is right. Going back in would be ill-advised. The spirit is much stronger now than it was when you made your choice. I can only imagine any demands it might make of you now would be that much steeper. It's just a house and we don't even own it. I'm not gonna let you sacrifice years of your life for a rental. It's done, son. We all should accept what happened and move on. Sorry, really sorry we couldn't get rid of your ghost, Oscar. Damn, I honestly, that was a big decision. If you can tell, I was genuinely I was stunned. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really know what to do. If you can tell. Maybe I'll go back and redo it. Honestly, I don't know. You guys. I honestly don't know. I wish I could know, but I don't know. You know what? I was low-key willing to sacrifice part of my life. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe I'll go back. Maybe. Honestly, if it makes you feel better, I don't think I could have lived with the guilt if you made that fair point. Your cousin grumbles. I don't usually do this kind of thing. The properties we own are for the minors, but there is a house that's vacant right now that might be suitable. You know the old Maxwell place? What? You can't be serious. That place is falling apart. Look, I'll tell you what, I won't even make you pay rent for the first month. Consider repayment for not literally giving up my soul to get rid of a ghost that wasn't causing any problems until the two of you lived there. It's funny. I thought it was your family that pissed off the ghost. Your cousin furiously pulls out a keyring before picking one off and adding it to Oscar. Thank you. This really means a lot to me, Rosalina. Now, if all of you don't mind, I'm going to go home. I think I've had enough social interaction for a lifetime tonight. Finish up whatever you have to do here. I'll wait by the car. Tabitha doesn't wait for her to respond, pushing past him and heading towards the car. To think the ghosts are actually real. Stella's gotta be over the moon right now. Actually, wait, she's behind you. Oh, she's just standing there by herself. That doesn't like her. Hey, Stella, are you okay? What? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'll see you guys later. She hurries off down the road. I think she took the brunt of the things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. Should we go after her? I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens, and I doubt that'll change. Well, it's supposed to be Sybil. And I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, it'll make her claim up even more. That's true. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. I'm honestly surprised she and Zane are the only ones heading out right now. You've all been through something awful, and each and every one of you needs rest. Especially you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. God, what a disaster this whole night has been. I had no idea it would turn out like this. I'm so sorry, everyone. Stop apologizing, Dad. We're the ones who don't have a house anymore. We don't even have a library now. There was another carving in there. Where's my game lagging? It's a pretty weird coincidence, right? I wonder if those things are tied to everything supernatural that's been happening. Yeah, I wonder. One is a coincidence, but two of them back-to-back nights? And if you and Stella are right, and there's another one in the clinic... I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. Have you been finding carvings around town? This is news to me, too. I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. I ran into Wayne in one of these rooms, and he vaguely threatened Stella if I kept poking around. Wait, are you serious? That creep threatened her? Should we be worried about her? Okay. He also crushed the dish slings with his bare hands. It's pretty scary. That's just another reason we should keep our distance. Stella's smart. Hopefully she'll be okay. Did she say anything else to you? We don't need to trouble Sam for any more details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. Were you all conscious that whole time? Everyone glances at each other. Yeah. It was awful. Kind of fun too, but mostly awful. I'm pretty sure we remember everything. At least up until Silva showed up and snapped us out of it. What was it like being puppeted? They all glance away. It hurt. Why didn't I make the kids stay behind? I can't believe I let that happen to them. Dad, this might be the overwhelming pain, exhaustion talking, but shut up. I love you. None of this is your fault, okay? I had no idea what I was gonna say until the words were already spilling out. It was like I had no control over myself. I remember each and everything I said. It's like it was a burden to my memory. You poor souls. I can't even begin to imagine what you've all been through. Do any of you know who you were supposed to be? No idea. The words just came out. There was no context, nothing. But there was a weird feeling, like an overwhelming guilt. I was so angry. I was mostly just scared. I didn't feel any of those things. I don't know how to describe it. I felt powerful. I was just cold. What do we do about the library? We can always ward it up until the ghost goes away, right? The mines are boarded up, and that just made us want to go down there even more. We can't just tell them it's mega haunted. Even if folks believe us, that would just make them want to investigate for themselves. Maybe Tabitha had the right idea. Maybe we just say there's a gas leak. Sybil, is there a chance this goes away on its own? I'm not really an authority on these things, but it doesn't seem interested in fading away. Okay, that's settled then. We ward it up, we say there's a gas leak. And just hope no one gets curious, I guess. It's the best we can do for now. We should probably get going. It's starting to get chilly out, and I guess you've got some cleaning up to do. I'll be over later tonight with some bedding and some hot tea, and I'll have Miles bring you groceries in the morning. Don't be a stranger, and let us know if you need anything, okay? Okay? I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, son? Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Cool. Kanika weirdly treks back to the general store. Before I go, Sybil places a hand on your arm, holding you back for a moment. I'm sure you have questions after everything you saw tonight, but let's not get into it here. I think everyone could use a little rest and relaxation right now, you yourself included. If you swing by the tea room sometime tomorrow, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat. I'll see you then, son. Wink. Sybil leaves and catches up to her daughter. I guess it's just the two of us now. So, do you have any idea who you were? I could roughly place most of the others. None whatsoever, but I remember everything I said, and I remember that cold feeling. A prisoner of the Scarlets. I wonder what your family was up to back then. I guess we can add it to the ever-growing pile of mysteries. Do you regret coming along tonight? Look, that was a horrible experience that will stick with me for the rest of my days, and I failed to get rid of the ghost. But failure has a way of bringing people together. And hey, I got genuinely possessed back there. How many people can say they were possessed by a ghost? Oh, I guess you finally got some shared trauma with everyone now. Avery troubles and grabs at their wincing. Yeah, I guess I do, huh? I know tonight was horrific, but it was also thrilling. And knowing we all went through it together makes it easier. There are people who commiserate with tomorrow. There are people to commiserate with tomorrow morning when the soreness really starts to settle in. Still, I feel worse for Oscar and Rosalina than I feel for myself. I'll see if there's anything Aunt Winnie can do to help them out. That's sweet of you. At the very least, I can help them spruce up their new place with some plants. Which reminds me, I better get back home. I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow morning. I might have to call in sick, but here's hoping a good night's sleep is enough to heal up. Bye. Avery heads off, leaving the square in front of the library empty. Time to wrap things up here. Let's go back. Yay! Car ride with Tabitha. The ride back is nearly as silent as you and Tabitha reflect on the night's events and your decision to leave the haunting intact. Do you think we did the right thing? Still second guessing yourself? Don't waste your energy. It's like Sybil said. It's done. There's nothing we can do about it, then move on. I hate you for that. And for the record, yeah, I think we did the right thing. So I guess ghosts are real. Yeah, I guess so. How do you feel about that? Same as I felt before we went into the house. You'd be surprised how quickly people adjust to terrible realities. I'd much rather move on from what happened tonight than make a big deal out of it, and I'm sure most of your little friends feel the same way. You slide back into silence as the car makes its way back to the estate. Whew, this was an episode, you guys. Oh my goodness. You're back inside. After the events of this evening, the howling winds and unsteady creaks of the estate almost feel like a warm welcome. Well, we're back. I want to talk about Wade. Really talk. Your cousin's eyes. What do you want to know? You really don't want me talking to him. What does he know that you're afraid I'll find out? I just know him. Please trust me when I say he's bad news. So Wayne's a he now? Back in the ghost room, he was an it. Does it really matter? I was scared in there. Right now I'm so exhausted I can barely think straight. Who cares if Wayne is a he or an it anyways? Either way, he's bad news and you'd best steer clear. You think he's actually gonna hurt Stella? No, he's a creep, but I don't think he has it in him to hurt. I don't think he has it in him to hurt her. And I don't know if you've noticed, but Stella's irritatingly resourceful. She'll be fine. Did you kill him? Why is he following me? He's a creep, stalking his ex's cousin. All the more reason not to talk to him. He's a different man now, save from him. Why is he all gross? He's sick or something. Probably part of why he's such a creepy weirdo now. I don't know if it's contagious, but I wouldn't rule it out, so don't go near him. Leave it at that. Do you think Stella's okay? Is gonna be okay? Like emotionally? She wandered off back there. I'm worried about her. She has an uncanny way of bouncing back from things. She'll be fine. How did you know to call Sybil? Who else should I have called? The cops? Besides, I'm sure you've heard the old woman talk. If anyone in this town would have known how to deal with a ghost, it'd be her, right? What's gonna happen to the library? I don't know about you, but I feel pretty traumatized right now. That's great. Now you're really a scar. Speaking of traumatized, you don't have to traumatize me all over again. Let this be a lesson to you, son. Any updates on the strike plans? Don't worry yourself with my problems, but if you must know, they're bluffing. They value their paychecks too much to take on that kind of risk. I'm sure this will blow over soon. If it doesn't, well, I guess this bad week will just keep getting worse. What's gonna happen to the... Oh, stop smiling at me. It'll stay boarded up until a real ghost hunter comes in or something. Or maybe Charlie just get fed up and disappear. I don't know how ghosts work. It's not our problem now anyway. The important thing is we both got out of there, and even though everybody got banged up, nobody died. I wouldn't even charge Oscar and Rosalina much rent for the old Maxwell place. Out of the kindness of my heart. I'm sure they'll find something soon. Alright, time for me to turn in. It's a good idea. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Don't keep poking around looking for trouble. You just have to make it to the funeral. 4 more days, that's all, and the bus comes. I'd like to stay in touch after all this is done. Maybe. We could do that. It has been kind of lonely being the only Scarlet in our generation. It would be nice to have someone else in the family. We'll see how things go. Anyway, night. See you tomorrow. Time to go to bed. What a day. And what dialogue. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. Before your thoughts can drift away to nightmarish recollections of hours past, your phone buzzes on the nightstand. Hey, sorry I ran off earlier. Wound up in a really bad headspace. I care about you so much. Just need some time to get a handle on things. Sorry. Can we call her? You call her? Oh, okay. Take all the time you need. You put your phone back on the nightstand. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. now commands the entirety of City Hall, a swirling void of wrath and despair that the people of this town will have to learn to ignore. Disaster looms its tallest yet over Scarlet Hollow. Oh yay, creepy ending! Oh. Are we hallucinating? What's going on? Oh my god. These like creepy little like places. Yeah, I noticed those legs before. I just didn't know what to say. But that episode, ooh, that was a roller coaster of dialogue, of story stuff, of ghosts. But I thoroughly very much enjoyed it. I'm so glad that I got back to it. Okay, episode. Yay, we did it! Woo! So yes, that concludes today's episode of Scarlet Hollow, episode 3, Chapter 3 has fully been finished. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more like this. And I will see you next time. Salutation!